Well, guys, here we are again, back for another round of Mass Effect news that we don't have. I don't know. It just doesn't help us lead to a better understanding of what's really happening out there because well, we'll get to that in a second. But hey, everybody, my name's NikoTheLegend, also known as the well-mannered teenager and the snowflake, and we're gonna be talking about this report. The Mass Effect trilogy remaster does exist, but has been delayed. Now, I'm curious to go through this because this is going to be, listen, I'm doing you guys a solid. For one, I get to read off of the screen, and two, you don't have to see my ugly mug. You know, that's a bonus for you guys. That's the incentive. When you hang out with Nico enough, you don't have to see his ugly mug. But what we're going to do is read through the entire article, and we'll go from there because there's some specifics in here that I just want to get narrowed down and nailed down at the same time. Now, for those of you who are just joining the Nico channel in general, I posted a couple of very important Mass Effect or Bioware related stuff before this, and I hope you check that out. So let's get right to it. Let's not just shoehorn everything about me. Alright, one of the oddest stories of the year has been the eternal rumblings that a Mass Effect trilogy remaster was supposed to be out soon, and yet here we are in late September and EA has neither revealed it or even mentioned it. Yeah, it's still a possibility that it doesn't really exist. Even you know, everything's a grain of salt. According to a new report from Venture Beat, here's what's going on. The project does exist, and it's called Mass Effect Legendary Edition. Boo! And yes, it's a remaster of the original trilogy. The initial plan was indeed to release it this fall, specifically in October before the next-gen rush, but behind the scenes it has been pushed to 2021. Oh, big surprise, behind-the-scenes issues with BioWare. Yes, the pandemic is a factor, but reportedly the biggest issues with the remaster is the state of Mass Effect 1, where its quality lags behind the other two games to such an extent it's proving problematic to address. There are issues with both visuals and gameplay here. One thing that will not be carried over for the remaster is the multiplayer system that arrived with Mass Effect 3, which would be something that would require continuous post-launch support rather than BioWare being able to simply release the remaster and move on. Yeah, God forbid you don't want to care about the trilogy anymore, even more. You know, just release it, go. The remaster will indeed include all the DLC for all the games. I assume that also means the fixed Mass Effect 3 ending, or hey, maybe they'll change it again. I'm very, very curious about what's going on at BioWare right now and how they're possibly managing all these projects simultaneously. Here's the thing, they're not. BioWare is supposed to be working on Dragon Age 4, a new Mass Effect game, the Mass Effect Trilogy Remaster, a grand overhaul of Anthem. And I wouldn't be surprised if EA is trying to get them to do a Star Wars game at some point too. Okay, well we can talk shop about that. That's a whole lot, so no, I'm not surprised something like the Mass Effect Remaster has been delayed internally before it was even announced externally. They really just have an absolute ton of going on over there. Yeah, even when they don't have a ton of going on over there, somehow they do. Whether it be 4 games or 1 game. It's no question that a properly made Mass Effect remaster will be a pretty huge hit, as that series still has a place in fans' hearts like few others, and it's easy to see many wanting to return to it. Frankly, releasing an entire trilogy of games anywhere from 20 to 80 hours each, depending on your run, is probably something best left for 2021 given the busy fall we're about to have, so I don't think them missing an October date is all that bad of a thing in the end. Interesting to hear about the trouble with Mass Effect 1, however. My guess, we don't hear anything official until next year since they were apparently planning a practically simultaneously announcement and release in October. No need for a big build-up with something like this as an insta buyout for most, regardless. Alright, well there you have it, folks. How does that make you feel? Man, my birthday is in October, though. I was going to be 31. Can you imagine just having... This would be like one of the best months of my entire life because of this remaster. But, you see, these are all reports, guys. There's been countless rumors that the game was going to come out next year anyway and just announced this year. I'm okay with that if it was announced in like October and then it's like, hey, release date in March or something. And this is stuff that we are already familiar with. I posted some videos about that, and you know, it's just mixed feelings, right? It's just a mixed bag of who knows what the fuck's really going on. Now the whole thing. Let's talk about Mass Effect 1 having some supposed issues in the background. Yes, Mass Effect 1 is definitely the one game that probably deserves the most in the remaster treatment and department, or whatever you want to call it, because it is it is a black and white difference compared to the second and third game. They really changed the way Mass Effect feels and plays in those second and third entries. So I understand that they're having issues, and here's my thing. You know, I know this would be a lot more work, but I think the game definitely deserves it. Why don't you just do a remake of the first game, and then the second and third game gets a remaster treatment? And then don't even worry about Mass Effect 4 until way later. But, you know, that's just me. I know it's a lot to ask for. But Mass Effect 1 definitely deserves the biggest remaster or remake treatment of all time because, like I said, the game still looks to be a great game, but the gameplay and the combat and the movement, it's slow. It's slow to today's standards, for modern standards. I know. Compare that to Mass Effect Andromeda, it's like I said, it's night and day difference. I can't believe I just brought up an Andromeda. Oof, I don't feel good from doing that. But you know, the truth hurts. Well, we'll just have to wait a little bit. Now, it still says that Mass Effect is going to be called the Legendary Edition. I wish it was called, I don't know, the Shepard Trilogy or the Shepard Condition. Shepard Condition, it sounds like a terrible Tom Cruise film. Oh, that's terrible. Absolutely terrible. But, you know, just hope we get something soon. That's all I can say. I know they're working on a ton of stuff right now. And then all we can do is just wait. But honestly, I don't know. Are you guys in the same boat as me? Like, because this article talked about, you know, they got the next-gen consoles coming out, and people are going to be pretty busy. Honestly, it'd be cool if they released it on next-gen consoles. That'd be a huge buyout for a lot of people. But, you know, me personally, I'm not getting the new consoles until way later, until maybe the Pro model comes out, and then I'll actually be like, okay, yeah, this is good. Because, look, 90% of those games are going to come out on PC, so, you know, I'm just going to stick with saving my money and just going from there. But it'd be a good good excuse to not buy the consoles if you had the Mass Effect Trilogy come out. Anyway, I'm just dropping some elbows out there. So, I hope this doesn't disappoint you guys. Like I said, we never even knew if this was officially coming out just because some guy who supposedly knows a few things about something, or maybe he's supposed a top henchman, or I don't even know, but it's still, you know, it's still a bummer nonetheless because we just want to see proof, you know, just like with the Fable 4 rumors and, you know, all this different crap leading up to its teaser trailer, you know, it was pretty gut-wrenching, but now we have a confirmation that it does exist because we got something. We got a trailer. That's all we need is just a trailer for the Mass Effect remaster. That's it. Like, EA just can be patient that way. Well, Pathfinders, I hope this is something that we can all look forward to together. Personally, I wish it was coming out in October because of my birthday month. But October is a great month to play games anyway because it's like the perfect month, fall weather and everything. Woo! It would have been really cool. In the end, I hope BioWare at least takes their time enough to get this out the door and really put, you know, really polish it up to where it doesn't look like it was a lazy remake like Secret of Mana from Square Enix. With that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, you're always welcome to find Nico on this channel, of course. Just throw a good old elbow in my face. And then you can check me out on Twitch, of course, at NikoTheLegend, and then join the Discord. Want to hear what more of you guys have to say about Mass Effect, or anything. Just gotta be patient a little bit longer, guys. So, I've been your host, NikoTheLegend, Pathfinders. I shall see you in the Andromeda Galaxy. Just kidding. Fuck that galaxy.